Hare Krishna. Today we are starting a new chapter, chapter 15, the glories of the descendants of King Priyavrata. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naranchaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayan Mudirayet Nashtaprayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Neshtiki Mukham Karoti Vachalam Pangor Langayate Girim Yat Kripatamaham Mande Shri Gurum Dinatarinam. Srimad Bhagavatam, 5th canto, chapter 15, the glories of the descendants of King Priyavrata. Text 1. In this chapter, the descendants of Bharata Maharaja and many other kings are described. The son of Maharaja Bharata was named Sumati. He followed the path of liberation given by Rishabhadeva. Some people mistakenly thought Sumati to be the direct incarnation of Lord Buddha. The son of Sumati was Devatajit, and his son was Devadyumna. Devadyumna's son was Parameshti, and his son was Pratiha. Pratiha was a very great devotee of Lord Vishnu, and he had 3 sons named Pratiharta, Prastota, and Udgata. Pratiharta had 2 sons, Aja and Bhuma. The son of Bhuma was Udgita, and the son of Udgita was Prastava. The son of Prastava was Vibhu, and the son of Vibhu was Pruthusena, whose son was Nakta. The wife of Nakta, Druti, gave birth to Gaya, who was a very famous and saintly king. Actually, King Gaya was a partial incarnation of Lord Vishnu, and because of his great devotion to Lord Vishnu, he received the title Mahapurusha. King Gaya had sons named Chitraratha, Sumati, and Avarodhana. The son of Chitraratha was the Emperor Samrat, and his son was Marichi, whose son was Bindu. Bindu's son was Madhu, and Madhu's son was Veeravrata. Veeravrata's 2 sons were Manthu and Pramanthu, and the son of Manthu was Bhavana. The son of Bhavana was Tvashta, and the son of Tvashta was Viraja, who glorified the whole dynasty. Viraja had 100 sons and 1 daughter. Of these, the son named Shatajit became very famous. Next one. Shri Shuka Uvacha Bharatasyatmajah Sumatir Nama Bhihito Yam Uha Vavakechit Pakhandina Rishabha Padavim Anuvartamanam Chanarya Aveda Samamnatam Devatam Swa Manishaya Papiyasya Kalo Kalpiyishyanti. Sri La Shukadeva Goswami continued. The son of Maharaja Bharata, known as Sumati, followed the path of Rishabhadeva. But some unscrupulous people imagined him to be Lord Buddha himself. These people, who are actually atheistic and of bad character, took up the Vedic principles in an imaginary, infamous way to support their activities. Thus, these sinful people accepted Sumati as Lord Buddhadeva and propagated the theory that everyone should follow the principles of Sumati. In this way, they were carried away by mental concoction. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. Jai Srila Prabhupada. Those who are Aryans strictly follow the Vedic principles, but in this age of Kali, a community has sprung up known as the Arya Samaja, which is ignorant of the import of the Vedas and the Parampara system. Their leaders decry all bona fide acharyas, and they pose themselves as the real followers of the Vedic principles. These acharyas who do not follow the Vedic principles are presently known as Arya Samajas or the Jains. Not only do they not follow the Vedic principles, but they have no relationship with Lord Buddha. Imitating the behavior of Sumati, they claim to be the descendants of Rishabhadeva. Those who are Vaishnavas carefully avoid their company because they are ignorant of the path of the Vedas. In the Bhagavad Gita 15:15, Krishna says, Vedaischa sarvair aham eva vedyaha. The real purpose of the Vedas is to understand me. This is the injunction of all Vedic literatures. One who does not know the greatness of Lord Krishna cannot be accepted as an Aryan. Lord Buddha, an incarnation of Lord Krishna, adopted a particular means to propagate the philosophy of Bhagavata Dharma. He preached almost exclusively among atheists. Atheists do not want any God, and Lord Buddha therefore said that there is no God. But he adopted the means to instruct his followers for their benefit. Therefore, he preached in a duplicitous way, saying that there is no God. Nonetheless, he himself was an incarnation of God.